Hi guys, it's me again. Okay, so this review is from the Friday the 2nd of May. Me and my friend Jo went to see Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, the musical, at the Savoy Theatre. This show has some quite well-known famous people in it. Robert Lindsay, who is very well known in theatre and television. He is playing the part of Lawrence Jameson. Rufus Hound is an actor and comedian, and he plays Freddie Benson. Catherine Kingsley plays Christine Colgate. Samantha Bond plays Muriel Eubanks, and I know her basically from James Bond films with Pierce Brosnan. John Marquez plays Andre Thibault, and Lizzie Connolly plays Jolene Oakes. For those of you that don't know, this show is about a con man called Lawrence, played by Robert Lindsay, and he goes to this Beaumont-sur-Mer place in France every year for a season, and he cons women out of all their money. And what happens is a new con man is rumoured to be appearing on the scene, and he gets to meet Rufus Hound's character of Freddie. Freddie's also a con man, but he's not in quite the same league as Lawrence, and Freddie wants to learn how to become a better con man like Lawrence, so he can get all this house and stuff. So Lawrence agrees to teach Freddie how to, become like him, and they happen to meet Christine Colgate, who is supposed to be a soap queen and very well loaded, and they make a bet that basically the first person to win to get €50,000 off of her is like the winner and has to leave Beaumont-sur-Mer forever, and it's like the other person's territory. And Muriel, played by Samantha Bond, is someone who is conned by Lawrence quite deeply, and Andre Thibault, played by John Marquez, he's Lawrence's assistant, and Jolene Oakes is a woman who is also taken in by Lawrence. This show is hilarious. Like, as I said in my Pajama Gang review, I was sat with the biggest smile on my face throughout the whole show. It was so funny. The comedy between Robert Lindsay and Rufus Hound was incredible. So funny. At one point there was a scene where Lawrence was telling Freddie, because they didn't know each other then, that he was a dentist, and it smacked of My Family from the TV show that Robert Lindsay was in, obviously. So that was really good. Yeah, it's got loads of good songs in it. I have a really poor memory, so a lot of them I can't really remember how they go, but there was a couple like Great Big Stuff by Rufus Hound. That's hilarious, and that really sticks out in my mind as a really good number. There's also like This Like That, which is between Andre and Muriel, and that's really sweet. I really love that song. There's Oklahoma, which is sung by Jolene, and again Lizzie Connolly with Robert Lindsay. So funny. They had a really good chemistry together, and seeing her sing to him about life in Oklahoma, and then him trying to put her off by using Freddie to help him get rid of her, basically, so that he wouldn't have to go to Oklahoma. Oh my word, it was fantastic. Like I said, I hadn't really been tempted to go and see this show until I heard of someone who is in the ensemble, Genevieve Nichol. I saw her in a chorus line a few times as her cover roles, and I just fell in love with her, so she was the main reason I wanted to go and see this. And luckily for me, she's the ensemble in this as well, and she was on Friday night, and she's fantastic. She's also the second cover for Muriel and second cover for Jolene, so maybe she'll get on. I really hope so, because I would love to see her do those. I think she would be fantastic in those roles. Catherine Kingsley as Christine, she's really great as well. She's like so sweet throughout most of the show, and then I don't want to go into too much detail because there's a big twist at the end, and you're like, wow. She gets to show every aspect of like comedic side, and yeah, the twist at the end is like, yeah, that's just brilliant. Samantha Bond as Muriel. Like I said, I've only ever seen her in the James Bond films, but she was fantastic. Really made me laugh with the gullibleness of her character. John Marquez, yeah, he's great. For some reason, I could imagine seeing him in South Pacific as the male lead in that. I think he would be great in that. And Lizzie Connolly as Jolene, yeah, like I said, she's just brilliant. And the whole ensemble worked really hard as well. There's like loads for the ensemble to do, playing guests and hotel porters and maids, and yeah, it's a phenomenal show. It's very, very spectacular. And the day I went, it had just been announced that Dirty Rotten Scoundrels has been extended to next year, so it should hopefully be with us for a very long time. I know there's been some reviews on some sites I've read which haven't been very positive, but I think it's great. You know, it's great to just sit there and get lost in it. And I was just sat there like, and it was funny. I wasn't rolling on the floor laughing, but it was funny. And my friend who I was with did want to stage door to meet Catherine, so we did. Robert Lindsay came out first, but he didn't come out through the stage door. He came out through a door further down, and then he just sort of dived into his car that was conveniently waiting for him by that door and sped off. But we met Rufus Hound and Catherine Kingsley. They came out really late, about 11 o'clock I think it was, and Rufus was so nice to chat to, and he even wrote on my programme, you know, thanks for waiting, Rufus Hound. So great. Catherine Kingsley, she was lovely at stage door as well. Samantha Bond, yeah, they were all great. They were all fantastic. Would I see this show again? Yes, absolutely. I would definitely see this show again. And I'm already looking at potential times when I could possibly go and see this show again. I don't know when, because my schedule with my new job is pretty tight, and I've got a permanent placement now, so it limits me to going to a theatre every 6 weeks, and I may be going to see tours a bit more because I'll be coming home for my week break, but we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, just fantastic. Like the sets are great. There's a lot of coming up and sliding, and there's if you're sat in the first few rows like me, but more to the left hand side, you might have a restricted view because there's a piece of set that comes up right near the front of the stage, and it's only for maybe 1 or 2 scenes, but that could be annoying. The view I had from where I was sat in row B, yeah, row B of the stalls, it was a brilliant view. Can't complain about the view at all. I could see everything, nothing was restricted. The costumes are fantastic. Like, I love the ball gowns of the women in the first scene of the ensemble, as the hotel guests. They were great, and Catherine Kingsley, I like her costumes. All the costumes are fantastic. Yeah, it was just a great show, and I can't wait to go back. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on A Dirty Rotten Scoundrel.